Welcome to the Real Retirees of New Jersey, powered by Liberty Financial Group and Artemis Wealth Advisors. Randy and Peggy Fisher want to help you retire once and retire right. Get more information at therealretireesofnewjersey.com. They never throw the first punch, but they're always a knockout.
Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for downloading. But most importantly, thanks for listening. This is the Real Retirees of New Jersey podcast with Peggy and Randy Fisher. It's all powered by Liberty Financial Group and Artemis Wealth Advisors. You can get more when you visit therealretireesofnewjersey.com. You can find that and all the information here in the show notes. My name is Mark Owens. Now, let's get to the show. Peggy Fisher is here. And if you Wikipedia the word fun, you'll see a picture of this gentleman. Randy Fisher is here as well.
Sitting in the corner.
That is so true. Fun, Randy.
All right, Randy, I need your help. I need you to talk me off the ledge.
Jump.
All right, good talk. Thanks for joining us.
Jump.
If you're looking at CNBC or Fox Business, the headlines, flashing red, breaking news, the stock market, the arrows are, everything is pointing down. My left-leaning friends are telling me that Trump is going to ruin the economy and we're going to be in set for the next Great Depression. My right-leaning friends are saying, look, it's a small market correction. What you're seeing now is actually good and it's best for the long haul for our country. What say you, Randy Fisher, Peggy Fisher? What is going on with the market? More importantly, how is this affecting my retirement savings?
The market goes up and the market goes down. Now, that's the easy answer, right? No, I mean, right now it's everything is overreacting, right? I mean, you have days of 1,000-point swings, 600-point swings, 900-point swings over rumor, right?
Yeah.
They were talking about a tariff, or they're putting a tariff in place on April 1st or in May, blah, 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 or March, whatever. It didn't even happen yet, and the market's fallen 1,000 points.
And Trump has also changed his mind on several events of his tariff increases.
No one's figured that out yet.
Right,
I mean, it's just stupid, right?
Right.
There's a couple things to this, Mark. Number one is it's beyond overreaction. Number two is it's robo-investing. So the algorithms that most of these robo-investing outfits are, anytime bad news or good news happens, the robots or the computers overtrade or undertrade. So that's actually happening, and you're seeing these giant swings in the market. The worst thing that you can do to your own portfolio right now is to become just as emotional as all the idiots that are out there.
Yeah.
Because if you think that you need to jump off the bridge today to save your retirement because it's going down the drain, it's not going anywhere. These things are going to probably snap back within the next number of weeks, and we've seen it. History repeats itself over and over and over again. They're talking about doomsday on some channels, and they're talking about euphoria and, Shangri-La on other channels, right? Here's something you should do. Change your news source. If you continue to find yourself on the same channel, switch channels. Mm-hmm. Switch news sources, switch things up to see if you can get another viewpoint as to what's going on.
Oh, that's certainly enlightening because we do that often too here. I mean,
we try.
Yeah,
right?
I definitely like to look at different people's opinions and see what they say.
Get stuck in the same rut.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, if you talk to the same people over and over again, what do you get?
Right.
Same answers.
That's it.
Right.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you turn on those channels because you like to hear what you want to hear, then that's fine. Mm-hmm. But it's not going to give you what the true reality is, right? The other thing is something called recency bias. Whatever just happened is normally fresh on your mind. So if the market went down today or yesterday or the day before, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to go down again. And this trend is going to continue. Same thing when things are going well or things are going up. You think you got that recency bias is, oh, it's going to be good forever. Normally, we have at least 1 to 2 10% declines in a normal year. We usually have multiple 5% declines in a normal year. Now, when you're under a Trump administration, that's not normal. So multiply it times 2 or 3, because you have people that are overreacting. You have people that are on the emotional state and people that literally still live in Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah, that's correct.
And they literally trade in Trump derangement syndrome. And I hate to tell people this, but you are going to dramatically reduce your success by being biased.
Or emotional.
They are emotional.
Right, exactly.
Keep emotion out of investing. We use methodical, mathematical, non-emotional approaches to investing. And what that does is it segregates your feelings from reality. In fact, let me ask you this. Do you like to buy things when they're on sale or when they're overpriced?
I like a sale.
I do like
sale.
Yeah.
If everybody is looking at the market and it's down 2,000 points within the last few weeks, do you think that that's a sale opportunity? You
Sure
should be
is.
going buying things. You should be looking for selling wins, repositioning some of that money and moving it back into areas that are dipped down and they're actually on sale right now. If you think any of the Magnificent Seven or Netflix or Tesla or Nvidia or any of these companies, Taiwan Semiconductors or anybody else that's out there is going out of business,
No.
you're out of your mind.
Right.
All these companies are leading technologies and everything that we use daily into the future. It is on sale. If I can actually take you back in time 30 years, would you invest in Microsoft or Apple?
Yeah.
Absolutely, right?
Throw in
it's one of
Amazon while you're at it.
I missed that. I missed that opportunity, right? You know what you're going to say 9 months, 11, 12 months from here?
What?
You're going to say, damn, I missed that opportunity. I should have bought that dip back then.
Right.
Because now it's blah, 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 blah. It always happens, ladies and gentlemen. You have to look at it as you can't have a short-term report card if you're an investor. You must have a longer term approach and you have to look at it over a longer period of time. What is the longer period of time? Well, if you're pre-retired, it's until the day you actually start removing money from your account. If you are already retired, how long does that money have to last, right? So you have to actually dissect your money up into smart buckets, and we talk about that all the time. Some of it actually has to be in cash. Some of it has to be in guaranteed sources of financial products, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the show. Others have to be for tomorrow. If you need money today and you can't afford to lose, then you shouldn't be
in the
investing.
market.
You
No.
shouldn't be in the market.
No way.
Where should you be? Well, there are a lot of other places that you can talk about, right? Coffee can, CD, bank account, checking account, savings account, treasury bills, government bonds, government notes, government bills, annuities. There are a number of different places in which you can put your money if you don't have the guts to be an investor and it just bothers you, it gives you, upset stomach or you can't sleep at night,
Yeah.
then you shouldn't be there.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
There isn't anything
some
wrong
of our
with that.
clients don't have an appetite for it in any way, shape, or form. But we have many other, vehicles that can help with that.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely,
Without
yeah.
a doubt. So, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the world's not coming. The market is not crashing. In fact, all indicators that are out there, a lot of it is really healthy. We have inflation that's down. I mean, I guess we just killed 150 million chickens, so hopefully
Yeah.
eggs is going to be a little different. Gas prices have come down.
Yes.
They're already talking about $50 a barrel. That's huge.
Yeah. Housing
and-
interest rates are coming down a little bit.
Without a doubt. I mean,
Yeah.
a little bit. They came down huge.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Huge. So
Yeah,
it's
but
a great opportunity.
Joy Behar said that Trump is a jerk. So I'm going to go for her perspective over everybody else's.
Again, we have to stay away from the emotions, people. You have to,
Hey,
especially
listen, if you
when
look at
it's-
shows like that for entertainment, great. But I wouldn't actually get financial advice from those shows.
No, absolutely.
908-844-8337. Again, 908-844-8337. Talking about perspective in the market right now. But Peggy, you just said emotions.
Yes.
How hard is it right now with the volatile market? The politics is more just angry out there.
It's terrible.
So when somebody comes to see you, how hard is it to pull those emotions out of retirement strategies?
Well, no, it's not as hard as it seems, because honestly, what we do is we do say, hey, listen, I understand you may like this for this reason, right? And that's, again, playing on your emotions or your political feelings, how you feel. But again, as Randy said before, is you can't keep those things as your top priority when you're trying to invest or you're trying to, save for a happy retirement. You have to take the emotion out of it. And that's why they come to us. A lot of people who are do-it-yourselfers, right, Rand, they will come to us. Mm-hmm. They have a certain emotion about a certain thing. And then Randy will talk to them, or we'll talk to them about, hey, let's come away from the emotion. Let's come away from the politics, and let's just get serious about this here. This is how it's going to go, and this is how we're going to direct it. Without taking any of those emotions into account, we can, do things for you on the side here without you, who's sitting home doing your own, your own thing, watching, whatever station you happen to be politically affiliated, thinking to yourself, oh my God, what am I going to do here? Making yourself a total cuckoo crazy person, right?
Well,
by doing that.
It's information that actually confronts what they call confirmation bias. And confirmation bias is basically you seek out information in which you agree with over and over and over again, right? So you start to brainwash yourself, for lack of better words. You brainwash yourself into thinking one way. And no matter what it is, you conform those thoughts to what you think is supposed to happen.
And we've had clients who've come in like that, Randy. I mean,
absolutely.
Definitely.
And in fact, we actually have taken on clients that are like that specifically because we say, well, if you want to manage your money this way, you manage your money this way, but give us a portion of it and we're going to manage it our way, which is a non-emotional, mathematical, methodical approach. And it may be counterintuitive to what you are confirmation biased about, right?
Yes.
And they like it because it gives them another opportunity where they're separating or kind of pushing away their money a little bit from what their ideas are. And they're seeing if there's another opportunity out there. And what they do see over time is, wow, you are making money for me in this capacity. I wouldn't have thought that way. So you start to take a look and compare and contrast what they're doing on their own versus what we're doing for them as well.
And we've had a lot of clients recently, right, Rand, that are do-it-yourself people just like that. Yeah. And then they literally say, oh, yeah, but I do it this way because of whatever. And, we'll say, okay, well, let us take a portion of that and we'll do it our way and see how it goes. And a lot of it, too, is like, Mark, husband and wives.
Yeah.
The husband's the do-it-yourselfer. The wife's like, listen, but I don't really want him to take this on. So this is why I'm going to come to you and Randy. And then the husband will then see, what we're doing here. And then a lot of times we'll have the husband who comes in and goes, all right, I've seen what you've done with my wife. Now let me see what you can do for me. Yeah.
Well, listen, from years and years of experience, what we figured, and this is nothing that we figured out, it's just the truth of it. Women are much more conservative than men, right? So they're more concerned about what they have and keeping it versus what they can get with it. So men are more risk takers to some degree, and they're always looking for, hey, I got X, I want to make it X plus something. Women are saying, I have X, I want nothing less than X. Yeah. And if I get a little bit more, that's great, but I want X to do A, B, C, D for me, my family, and everybody else that I love. So it's a different concept of an investing approach where the male or the men in the relationship are looking to exponentially grow their wealth. And they do take risk, and a lot of times unnecessary risk.
Right. Well, that's what we've been seeing a lot too. Right? I was just thinking about with the husband and wife couples we've had. That's exactly it. And the wife will say, I see what he's doing here, and he's taking a lot of risk, and it scares her. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, 908-844-8337, the Real Retirees of New Jersey.com. And Peggy's, as you've said before, that initial consultation, it's no cost, it's no obligation.
Yeah, and that's honestly that a lot of clients that we have taken on recently too, that's exactly what it's about. Hey, listen, I'm sitting down with somebody at Fidelity, or they don't call me, they don't help me, I'm looking for someone who's an active financial advisor who can help me, and that's what we've been seeing a lot lately. We here at Artemis and Liberty, we're active managers, and this is what we want to do is, take on a client and let them know that we are here through all of these things that we've just been talking about, the ups, the downs. That's what we're here for. This is what our job is to do for you. Mm-hmm. Let us worry about the ups and downs, not you. We'll worry about that.
And it's not just to say, just hold on, it'll come back.
Right.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yes.
Is, just hold on. Well, if you're a passive investor and you just buy something and hold it and you hold it forever, well, let's say if we go down for the next 6, 8, 12, 13 months, 15 months, 18 months, 2 years, you're going to still go down with the ship just for the hell of it? But that's what brokers that are out there that continually, either they run away and hide, or when they are confronted with clients, they basically give them the same old approach. Mm-hmm. You don't need your money now. Yeah. Leave it alone. It'll come back. There are adjustments in which you can make, even though the market is moving, both up, down, or sideways, ladies and gentlemen. So, one of the things is you want to take a look at and pause before you react. So don't be reactive, be proactive. So you want to put together a plan and make sure that all aspects of your plan are solid. Why? Because if you're just reacting, then you're just going to continue to react over and over and over again. Or
react in a bad way. Like we had clients who were coming in and, their first, the fear of what's been going on lately is, oh my God, I just want to jump out of the market. Yeah. I just want to take everything and I just want to jump out of the market. And so yes, exactly. That's what we do. We talk them off the ledge in a way, right? To say, hey, listen, it's going to be all right. You don't need to, or throw everything in cash.
Yep. Or when the market is scorching and it's as high as it can be, they have FOMO.
Yeah.
Everybody know what FOMO is? Fear of missing out.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Everybody wants to get in while the market is cranking, right? So the market is sky high. Everything's overpriced, but everybody wants to get in it. Why? Because it feels good, right? Yeah. Everybody feels great. Right. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. No, it's not awesome. You just bought when it's 6 times higher than everybody else.
Yeah.
That's stupid, right? You should buy when it's lower. So you have to have that contrarian idea, that contrarian approach of, when everybody's greedy, be fearful. And when everybody's fearful, be greedy. Warren Buffett said it the best, the Oracle of Omaha. That's why he's about as successful can be, is because not only does he have more money than he knows what to do with, and that obviously helps his risk tolerance, but when everything looks like it's despair, like it's going to hell in a handbasket, this guy's buying stuff, and it's because things are on sale. Does that mean that you have to be in the market for everything you have? No. But the amount of money in which you do have in the market needs to be adjusted accordingly. You then have to have green money on the side that's guaranteeing you a paycheck or guaranteeing you safety. And if you don't have both of those aspects, then you're gambling. It's not investing.
908-844-8337. We invite you to call right now to help you take the emotions out of your retirement strategy. 908-844-8337 or online at therealretireesofnewjersey.com. You big college basketball
love
fans?
It. Yeah. Love it. Best time of the year.
This is Randy's favorite time of the year.
Time of the year. The best. It's
I'm not
better
lying
than
to you,
Christmas.
Mark. He loves it just
Better
as
than
much as Christmas he
birthdays,
does.
Easter. I don't care what it is. The best.
You big, how many brackets do you fill out?
Oh, God, he
my
loves
gosh.
those. Him and our kids, that's what they do. They
6,
sit
7
down at the
different
kitchen
brackets.
table. They go over their brackets. They love this.
Sometimes I win, though.
Yes.
Sometimes I win.
You have been
Funny
winner.
you say
Yes.
that because I got a couple of stats for you as we're getting prepared for March Madness. All kicks off next week. How much do you think we as Americans, how much do you think we wager legally on March Madness?
Wow. I don't know.
How much?
That's a good question.
Wow,
I have
that
no
is,
idea.
Between, the sports books and
I have to say, it's got to be bigger than the Super Bowl.
$2.7 billion.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
That's big.
How much do you think we wager illegally?
Oh, probably.
I'm going to go double
that.
that.
You're right. $4 billion.
Yeah, see? That's right.
But how do
Double
they
it up.
know? How do they know if it's illegal
I don't know.
wagering?
Listen,
How do
they know everything.
What do you think your chances are of building the perfect bracket?
It's not good. I can tell you that. I mean, it's like beyond infinitesimal.
Yeah.
Less than 4%, maybe?
I think you got a better chance of getting bit by a great white shark on the street.
Is that true?
You've got a better chance of getting bit by the shark on the street while winning the lottery and getting struck by lightning at the same time.
Whoa, really?
1 in 9.2 quintillion.
Come on. Seriously?
So that's the number 9, 2 followed by 17 zeros.
Jeez.
Wow, it's almost like the national debt.
Right. Keep adding the zeros. Keep adding the zeros.
Great. Now Doge is going to come in and start looking at our brackets. Come on
Yes,
now.
they are.
How much time do you think we waste as Americans at work watching March Madness per week?
I bet we watch more March Madness than we do retirement planning for the entire year.
Oh, it's funny you say that. We watch an average about 6 hours per work week watching basketball. But see, Randy, we spend more time putting together our brackets, doing the research, the planning, the time, effort, and energy than we do putting together a retirement strategy. Where is the disconnect?
But it's fun. We want to see if we can pick the team with the right color and the mascot and everybody else.
Yeah, but aren't you picking out a retirement plan, a retirement strategy, picking out what I want to do when I clock out for the last time?
Listen, I do that every day. So, I mean,
Yeah,
to
right,
me, it's
exactly.
nothing new. But looking it over, and most people make about $60,000 a year. That's the average American makes about $60,000 a year. The average person has less than $10,000 saved. So when you think about that, and you say, well, can I put together some brackets, or do I want to talk about the $10,000 that I have in my pocket? That's kind of understandable why people probably spend more time in March Madness than they do with their retirement plan.
Yeah.
What do you tell that person then? That person who is this weekend, they're filling out their brackets or they've got them filled out. They may not have $5 million saved in for their retirement plan, but they've done a good job so far. Maybe they have $250,000, $300,000 saved up, $350,000 saved up. What would you tell them?
Those are the people not paying attention to the brackets.
Well, I think we look at it too, like March Madness could be attributed just like what we're doing here. So we predict outcomes, right? So you pick teams that have done well in the past, and the same thing, we do that in retirement. We look for things that have worked in the past, right? Certain tools that help people retire with confidence in the way that they want to be, and having predictability and tools that give us the high probability of succeeding, just as you would in March Madness, right?
Someone always gets knocked off.
Yeah.
Come on. It's always that predictable, 5-12 matchup or something, right?
Right.
So it's fun stuff. But honestly, it is sad that most people do spend more time, obviously, playing around with March Madness or planning vacations and so on and so forth, instead of actually spending some time putting together some thoughts and plans for retirement. One of the biggest things, ladies and gentlemen, is, if you're just getting started is getting started.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the biggest things. Most people are like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it again later. I'll do it when I get some money. I'll do it when I get a better job. I pay off my car, blah, 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 blah. There's always tomorrow, right? Don't be that always tomorrow. Be the let's start today, because a little bit today will add up over time and compound to be something of great importance later. Just that little bit makes a big difference. If you are already started, if you haven't continued to look at the plan like a living document, I think it's time to revisit that, especially as we're starting to head into the second quarter of this year. Close, we're only a month away, a couple weeks away. We need to start thinking about what is the next 9 months of my life or my planning going to be doing, right? Especially with all the volatility that we just spoke about. So if you've already gotten started, that's a good thing. Now, the people who have gotten started, where are you within your lifespan? Are you continuing to work for the next 10, 15, 20 years? You're going to invest entirely different than someone who's literally retiring within the next 5 years to 2 years to 1 year. So all those things being important, volatility within that period of time plays differently on each one of those scenarios that I just spoke of. If you have a length of time until you retire, you want volatility. You want buying opportunities, and you want to continually buy when it's cheaper. If you're almost retired, you don't want that volatility because you want to have that balance as high as it can possibly be, because you're going to need that money to be used. Take those two items into consideration into your planning over the next number of weeks, months, whatever it may be. If you haven't already reached out to a financial advisor, if you don't have one, give us a call if you'd like second opinion. If you have one and you're not happy with them, certainly give us a call.
Yep.
Or if you'd like to come into the workshop, see what we're about, kick the tires, figure it out, we can always help you.
We are an independent financial services firm helping individuals create retirement strategies using a variety of financial and insurance products to custom suit their needs and objectives. Investment advisor services offered through Artemis Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate, and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Artemis Wealth Advisors is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Please consult with your attorney, accountant, and or tax advisor for advice concerning your particular circumstances. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Randolph A. Fisher, insurance license number 9616074, and Liberty Financial Group, LLC, and Peggy Fisher, national license number 189-42003 and 570-5833.